was a children's librarian.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
No, you can sit on my lap, baby. Don't interrupt. She'll come back later. She's just resting. So I was a children's librarian, and my colleagues said, hey, we're going to a school to tell stories. You want to come? And I said, okay. They said, do you want to tell a story? And I said, okay. So one of the other librarians showed me a book with a collection of stories, and he said, you might find something good in here. And I flipped through, and there was a story called The Crooked Little Finger. And look, I was born with crooked little fingers. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to tell that. And I told that story at that school in 1988. And the kids clapped, and they liked it, and I liked it. And I thought, oh, this is the thing I want to do. And so I spent 5 years as a librarian learning how to tell stories. And then I quit my job and moved 1,400 miles to be a full-time storyteller in 1993.
What motivates you to keep sharing your art and your performance?
It's so fun. It's so incredibly fun. It's
Yeah, she gets to play with puppets.
I do get to play with puppets, and I get to look for new songs and new stories.
And new silliness.
Yes, and new silliness. So it's so fun.
And how does your performance connect with the community?
Uh-oh. This is a serious question.
I'll answer it, okay?
Good idea.
Yeah. So I think storytelling is just a very, very much a connective art in general. And so when people listen to stories, they connect with the story, with the storyteller. They connect among themselves, and I connect with the story. I connect with the listeners, and so it's this whole sort of back and forth. And one of the other ways that I connect with the community is I do story night in my backyard, and I've got 2 more coming up in August in North Lawrence, and I just invite the community to come over and listen to some stories.
And see some puppets.
And see some puppets. Yeah, I wouldn't leave you out.
And sing some songs.
Yes, we got that.
And how have you found connecting with the community differs with children, especially across like varying age groups?
Well, I love working with kids, and what I know is that children are much more open about whether they like a story or they don't. Adults will sit, I'm going to put you down for a second. Okay. Adults will often sit and listen to stories like this, and kids will listen to stories like this with all their emotions on their faces. I'm actually going to do a series of storytelling events in the fall for adults in my backyard also.
What kind of legacy and performance would you want to leave behind?
I think I just want the stories to continue. It's not about me, it's about the stories, and it's about the laughter and the breathing together. You know, when we're all listening together, we're all breathing together, and we're all sort of dreaming the same dream at the same time.
And what advice would you give to like a younger person who wants to get into performance or get into education?
Well, if you want to be a storyteller, my friend Papa Joe says this: if you want to be a storyteller, tell stories. If you want to be a better storyteller, tell more stories. And so for the advice I have is to tell as many stories as you can. Look for stories everywhere. I look for stories at the library in 398.2, which is where folktales and fairy tales live. I look for stories from books. I look for at my own life for story inspiration, and listen to other storytellers and be a really good listener. To be a good storyteller, you have to listen. And in storytelling performance, it's different from theater. We don't have that fourth wall as much. We have it sometimes, but we don't have the fourth wall. So I'm talking directly to the audience, and I'm changing the story as I go along. Not in huge ways, usually, sometimes in huge ways, but I'm shifting depending on the audience.
So you see your performance like more as a conversation between
Yes.
you and the audience?
Absolutely.
That's beautiful.